we're headed up to Huntsville to show you my mom's farmhouse and her 2 stores.
She has a beautiful farmhouse. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. I cannot believe I get to go again. I went there a few months ago and it was beautiful, and I think she's done a lot more since the last time I was there. And her boutique is beautiful. She has everything. And then also she has a place called the Funky Monkey, and it is all kinds of vendors full of rustic and antique things. And I think you're gonna love it whenever I share it later today.
Yep, we're almost there. We'll see you in just a little bit. Bye. Hey, we're here.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, we're not interested. We're Christians.
Did y'all park your bikes out somewhere? Yeah. So come on in. I'm Darlene.
Todd?
How y'all doing? And welcome to our farmhouse that we remodeled.
And I will post a video also of the before.
Yes.
Y'all are gonna love this house.
All right, so we'll walk around and show you what you just came into, the foyer here. Stuff you want to just kind of show around. A lot of the things that I bought here came from like Hobby Lobby, Home Goods, and then we've also got some handmade things and things that were made and sold at our store, the Funky Monkey.
Where'd you get that church picture? That's beautiful. Where's the light?
That one came from Kirkland's.
That is so pretty.
Yes.
They put shiplap on all the walls, and I just love it. It makes it so bright in here.
When we bought this house, every single wall had wallpaper, and it was different colors in every single room. And the first thing my husband said when he seen it was, "I love that wallpaper," and he was serious too. I was like, "No, I'm not keeping
The
wallpaper."
wallpaper was pretty tacky.
Took me back.
He's like, "Didn't you love the wallpaper?" I'm like, "No."
And you said you got this at the Funky Monkey?
This bench came from the Funky Monkey. One of our vendors actually made this, I think, out of like a twin headboard, and then put some little finishes on it.
I love that.
You want to show this right here?
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
that's
and
cute.
this right here, this represents my dad. He passed away in 2000, and he was a preacher. And I had his Bible, but I gave it to my sister. But this is his glasses. This is what he read his Bible through. So these are very special to me. His guitar pick. I have his Bible cover. And then at the Funky Monkey, the guy makes these little metal things. And this one represents my dad. It's a preacher. He's got his little Bible and his little pulpit.
That was a great
And
idea.
yes, and we have several of these through the house that represents different things, and I'll show you those. And like I said, there's a guy at the Funky Monkey that makes these out of nails, little bolts, all different kinds of tools. They're really cool.
And Darlene and Todd own the Funky Monkey also, and I'm going to put a video up of the Funky Monkey later this week.
Yep. And these I handmade last night out of an old quilt.
Really?
Some sticks, beads. Not really. One of my vendors from the Funky Monkey made these. I bought them, but she made it out of an old quilt, sticks and beads. I mean, this lady here, seriously, I could be stuck on an island with her and she could build us a boat, a house, whatever. She can make anything.
Those are so pretty. I like the little brooches that she
Yes.
added on them. Those are pretty.
Yeah, so those are really, really cute. Okay? And then
And
this
we
is
get
our
the whole-
living room.
That area is so pretty. Okay? And their living room, oh my goodness.
And usually everything in here is gray and white. Anybody that's been in my house knows I don't have any color, but I decided to use a pop of color for fall. So we added in some orange. We added in a cat for Halloween.
Oh, a black cat.
Just for decor.
So tell me about that fireplace.
The fireplace, I'll let Todd tell you about the fireplace. He built that, he designed it, he put it together. I told him what I wanted, he put it together. He did a really good job. I'm really proud of him.
The barn wood came out of the wood came out of an old barn that was torn down in Fayetteville, Tennessee. And it's over 100 years old, so it's really heavy duty stuff. And this metal was the roof on the barn as well, so we just kind of used that as a surround.
Oh my
And
goodness.
we whitewashed the bricks.
Yeah. That's metal.
Yeah,
You
this
can't
is
really
the
tell in the video, but it's definitely metal. It is so pretty. It looks so good. This is probably my favorite home that I've ever seen, really. Especially whenever you see the before videos. You'll think, how in the world did they transform it?
And a lot of the little decor that's sitting around came from vendors at either the Funky Monkey or the Boutique Warehouse. These little angels here are really, really cute. I just got them the other day. And these are more like Christmas decor, but I love them, so I'm going to set them out all year round. But those are handmade.
She has her. Where'd you get this?
That is Todd's mom's. The radio came from Todd's mom's. And this is just something laying here. I'm going to do something with this. This is an old drawer, and there's several at the Funky Monkey. So they take this out of a... like an old sewing machine or something. And so I'm going to put like plants or some greenery and some decor in that and decorate it up. So I'll do something with that. Just not sure yet what.
And that clock's pretty too. Did you get that?
This was handmade. They made this out of old fence boards. And then they dry brush it and then stencil it and put the clock mechanisms on it.
Yeah, I think you can get the clock gadgets at Hobby Lobby,
yes.
right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so pretty.
So we have very talented vendors, as you can tell.
And you made this, right?
I made this. Well, I didn't make it. I painted it. But this was just an old table. I searched and searched and searched for a coffee table. Could not find anything I loved. And this is just an old table we had sitting out back at one of the stores. So I decided to dry brush it with white paint, and I loved it. So we're using it.
I like your centerpiece too. Where'd you get that?
That came from Home Goods.
I love the colors in that.
Yes, I do
That's
too.
really pretty.
Very soft. And then the little, this is the guys at the Funky Monkey that makes these. Todd bought me this one because I was a photographer for a long time. So
Yeah,
that's
Darlene did my wedding pictures.
so that's
We
a
love them.
photography. And for Todd, he is all about Jeeps. So I had that one made for our anniversary.
I love that. That is really cute.
And that's the way our hair looks when we...
Yeah, that's exactly how our hair looks when we're driving in the Jeep.
Let me see, I'm gonna back up so I can get this view. What about that light?
This is also something, another vendor handmade this out of pipes. The pipes you can get from Lowe's. And yeah, it's a light. So
Cute.
it's a man on a tractor. So kind of, we liked it for our farmhouse.
That is really cute.
That's what I thought.
I thought it represented Mama. Brandy said she thought it was a man on a wheelchair.
That's funny. That's too
It's
funny.
still cute though.
It's really cute. And I love this little corner too. She just took an old door. Did you find that somewhere?
Mm-hmm. And we've had this a while. So it's something that we had as a Funky Monkey, and we just took some white paint, dry brushed it, and decorated it up.
Pretty pretty. Look at that little squirrel. His fluffy tail.
Yep.
That
That came
Home
from
Goods.
Home Goods. Yep.
Make it this little area and all your little pumpkins. Where'd you find those?
The little wood one with lights, I got that from a vendor at the Funky Monkey. This vendor at the Funky Monkey made this. I put this together. It's just a mirror and an old door. And then the wood pumpkin came from Home Goods, and the candlesticks came from Hobby Lobby.
I love how, like my house, I have a ton of decorations just everywhere, and yours is just like looks so clean and simple.
Aw.
I love it. It looks so clean and fresh in here. That is so pretty.
And it don't always look like this. I have to work hard. We're very messy, me and my husband. It's hard to believe that it's just not a family of 20 living here.
Look at these little farm animal babies.
I always tell the grandkids that those represent them, and I ask them which one they want to be. They all want to be the lamb.
How many grandkids do you have?
We have 5 and 1 on the way, so 6.
Let me back up so I can get the...
And let me close these
Table.
for you because I'd like for you to see the barn doors and Todd.
Oh,
put these
yes, look at
together. Now, barn doors are very expensive, so what we did is went to Southeastern Salvage. We got these doors for about $50 a piece, and then we went to Lowe's and bought this hardware here and put on it. And then we got the sliders. He got those from Amazon for like, how much were those?
About $100.
About $100 for all that. So we have about $250 worth of stuff in those double barn
They
doors.
look so good. Did y'all distress those doors?
We did distress them. We painted them white and then took a sander and just like really sanded them down. And especially like over the knots and stuff, just take and sand it, and it shows all that pretty wood back through.
Yeah, that looks really pretty. I would have thought y'all bought those like that. They made this bench. I think I saw this with the table at one time.
This is a vendor at the Funky Monkey that she painted the table and chairs. So, like I said, we have a lot of talented people there. So, a lot more talented than me. So,
Darlene, you're very talented. I told Brittany everything you do, you're just amazing at.
Aw, you're too
Look
sweet.
at this. That's so pretty.
That's a vendor.
This was in your kitchen, wasn't it?
It was, and I moved it. This is hand built by a vendor, and he's actually moved to Wisconsin, but he handmade every bit of this. So he makes the doors, the drawers, and everything. So, pretty piece.
Did you find all these glasses out back?
We did. So Todd was cleaning up in the yard and cutting trees and things down. Yep, you can open it up. We found all these old bottles. We were most amazed by these. No, found those at Hobby Lobby. So, but the old bottles came from the Hobby Lobby.
They just put it all in this little cupboard.
Yep.
For display, and it's so pretty.
And we love it when the grandkids, they can go out there, and I'll always maybe just put one out there and let them find it. They think they found a really old treasure, so they love finding those outside.
They love bringing a treasure in for their meetings.
Yes.
Now this is the sunroom, right?
This is the sunroom. This is where we spend all of our time, as you can tell. It's just,
It's so gorgeous in here. Look at, I wonder if you can see the ceiling. It's from that tin also.
it
right?
is. It's from the old barn tin, the same barn that we got, that we made the mantle, and in the kitchen we used a backsplash.
And I love the fans too.
Those
are
came
really
from
cute.
Lowe's. And then the wood, we made these wood floors. All we did is get plywood. We had Lowe's cut it into, is that 8 or 10 inch sections? 10 inch sections. So they'll cut it for you, and then you just stain it, nail it down if you've got an old sunroom or something.
That's
that you
plywood?
That's plywood cut into 10 inch sections and
That's
stained.
awesome. I would have never thought you could have done that with plywood.
Yes.
And your couch.
And this used to be an old ugly fireplace that I used to think was beautiful back in the day, and it came from Big Lots. But I took some chalk paint, whitewashed it, and made it new again.
I've seen those fireplaces in there. I never thought to chalk paint them. It looks really good.
Yeah.
And let's see, what else did I see? This little foam light right here.
Okay, that came from a vendor at Funky Monkey. So they took an old telephone and made a
Little night light. That is so cute. All right, I'm gonna spin around. We can go in the kitchen.
Let me turn the lights on in there, or that may already be. This is where the magic happens. This is where I cook every single night. Put a 5-course meal on the table.
What are we eating tonight?
Do not open the cupboard. You'll see how we really live.
Well, it's either going to be pizza rolls or pizza roll casserole. One of the two.
You got an air fryer.
We do. Love an air fryer. It cooks pizza rolls really good.
Oh goodness, this is pretty. What is this?
This is a butcher block. We got this from Southeastern Salvage. It's really thick butcher block. And the same thing here. And I'll give Holly the video of the before we remodeled the house. This cabinet was like an ugly brown color. It had a piece of granite on it, and it only came from about here to here, and it was kitchen island. So we took the granite off, painted this, got a piece of long butcher block, put 2 legs on the end, 4 bar stools, and made our own little bar out of it.
It looks so good in here. And I love how you just kind of just put little pieces in here also.
Yes.
The old pieces.
And we have the chicken, I've always loved the chicken nest. So, the chicken nest, the tobacco basket. And that's an old piece of barnwood that came from the same barn. And then I just got those little metal cutouts from Hobby Lobby, dry brushed it and put it together.
There. Your light's beautiful too.
And that came from Lowe's.
I'm gonna get all this. Does this open?
Yes, it does.
Did you buy it like
It's
that?
storage, yes. It's actually an old ammo box, I guess from the Arsenal. And one of the vendors had some things from the Redstone Arsenal, and we bought that, put legs on it, and made a table out of it.
And your little chicken photos.
By the chicken nest.
Where's the other? There he is. Bless you. I'm having to go real slow so everybody can see just every little detail.
Oh, don't look at every little detail.
But it's so perfect. And then look at this. Who made this for y'all? I saw this online.
I made that. Same thing, old piece of barnwood that came from the same barn that we bought everything else from. And then I ordered this off of Amazon. and then Todd just attached it to the barnwood, and then I bought this little piece at, I think, Old Time Pottery. And
So
just
pretty.
put that together. Kitchen.
Okay, this is the back door coming in the kitchen. She has more little chickens. And then Brittany painted this, or wrote this with the chalk. Welcome to our home. It's so
Yes.
cute.
Her handwriting's a lot better than mine.
Okay, now we'll go on into their bedroom. Oh, that's pretty. That's so cute. I didn't even see that in there. The ladder and all the little hand towels. Where did you get all these?
Home Goods. Well, TJ Maxx. Every time I go to like Home Goods, TJ Maxx, or those little stores like that, I always look for like the aprons, the hand towels, anything that I might can use. Alright, so this is our bedroom. This is another barn door that Todd made, and he actually put this wood on there to make it look like a barn door. So you can come on
Look
in.
at her bedroom. Look at that baby.
There's Tibble's bed.
He has a big bed. Where did your mom and dad sleep?
Yeah, that pushed him off the bed at night.
Look at him. He's precious. Look at this bedroom. It's so clean. It smells so good in here too. That rug is beautiful. Where'd you get the rug?
One of the Home Goods or TJ Maxx probably. And I think what you're smelling is our laundry detergent, and I'll show you that. If y'all haven't tried this, you have to. And I'm gonna go grab it right quick. Tell them about it.
Okay.
So this is what they keep saying. Everything smells so good. This is what they're smelling, and it does smell really good. Now this is super expensive. It sounds crazy. It's $97, but this lasts us about 6 months to a year because we only wash our linens, maybe sometimes our shirts, and our rugs in this, and it'll make your house smell so good. And you only use just a tad.
Yeah,
in the washer.
Darlene gave Brittany a bunch of her clothes she didn't want anymore, and so Brittany let me go through them too, and I was like, oh my gosh, I never want to wash these clothes again. They smell so amazing.
So yeah, if you haven't tried this,
Diva.
and they actually
It's
sell
by the Tyler Candle Company.
That's exactly right. So anywhere that sells Tyler candles would probably you could find this. But they also, if you don't want to buy a big one to start with, they sell little bitty ones.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And they also have the dryer little packets
didn't
too.
know that.
They do.
good deal.
I put one in my little cupboard that has all my
Ooh.
sheets in it. Makes them stay fresh.
Another trick that I do with laundry detergent is I put a little bit in a spray bottle, mix a whole lot of water in it, and I spray it around the house, like on the sofa, on the rugs. So anytime anybody's coming over, they'll smell
That's
it.
a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, when you walk into her home, it smells like heaven in here. Okay, where'd you get this bedspread?
The bedspread came from Etsy. So I stalk Joanna Gaines. I'm not ashamed to say it. So I stalk her page
Who
and everything that
doesn't?
she does. And I seen where she had this on her page. I think hers is gray, but I loved it, so I had to have it. And it came with the 2 pillow shams. And then I bought these 2 shams off of Etsy. They're from a totally different vendor.
There. It's kind of got a shadow.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about the bed, because I know, and I stalk your stuff too, because I know that you said you looked everywhere for a king one of these. And
I
you couldn't
did.
find the true antique, right?
That's right. So I had to buy, we bought this one off a hay needle. We put it together, and then this was not tall enough. So for all the pillows and things like that. So Todd had to cut it and actually put some kind of metal bars and raise it up. So we had to do some things to it, but we got this on hay needle, and I think it was like really reasonable too, like $200 or maybe $299.
It's so pretty.
Mhm.
And I love the shelf too. Did y'all make that?
We did. We bought the corbels at Hobby Lobby, and then again with the barnwood.
It's so pretty in here. And look at this little door she just tucked away. Oh, and this piece is pretty too. Did you paint it?
I did not.
You didn't?
Again with the vendors. One of our vendors painted that.
Gosh, that chair.
And this is the crying chair. Parker will tell you, if you're crying at Mimi's house, you sit in this chair because you have to sit there until you're done crying. So he calls it the crying chair.
That's perfect size for him. Parker is Brittany's little boy. She has 3. Preston, Parker, and Paisley. Okay, well, thank you so much, Darlene and Todd, for letting us come see your beautiful
Absolutely.
house. Everybody's going to love it. We'll see you guys later.
All right.